What's going on, guys? Chase Ghost Picks against the spread. GhostPicksATS.com coming to you for Friday, June the 22nd, 2018. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thursday, guys. It is the weekend. It is here. It is still Thursday night, late Thursday night, but nevertheless, I've got a big day planned for tomorrow. Meeting with my WNBA guy in the morning because there are a lot of games going on, so we're definitely going to have some big stuff going on in the WNBA, and going to cap most of the way through the night, and then into the morning hours. We got early games, we got late games, huge slate of baseball for Friday. A lot of value that I've already seen. I've got to wait and see if changes happen with a couple of games getting postponed. We're going to have some makeup games going on, but nevertheless, it is going to be a big day. There's a lot of games out there that I'm really liking. Going to narrow down, obviously, the best of the best and get you guys a huge Friday. So, excuse me. Anyway, we'll go over today, we'll go over Thursday. We'll go into the big weekend promotions that I'm going to be doing. Huge weekend promotions, 1 weekend only, and this is because we are nearing the halfway point of the season. We're not there yet. Still got a little ways to go before the All-Star break, but I wanted to let this out early because the client list has been growing and growing. And I've got people that are getting ready to come towards the end of their package. They're already asking about re-signing up. What do we do if we want this? We want to combine some stuff. So I'm going to make it easy for not only my current clients, but clients that are thinking about jumping on. This would be the weekend, and we'll get into that in just a second. So we'll recap Thursday. We'll go over that. We'll go into a big premium play for Friday. Big premium play, something that I really love, and we'll get you on your way, and we'll get geared up for what's going to be a big weekend. So anyway, hope you had a great Thursday, and let's get geared up for a big weekend. Excuse me, thirsty as hell. So Thursday, free play. Nationals, run line. I even told you I would never, ever take anything even remotely close to a minus 300 money line. I even told you in the video yesterday, that's inflated. I don't care what Scherzer has done for the whole season. The past 2 previous games, he has not played well. He has not gotten run support. And I told you there's something going on with the Washington Nationals. And right now, they're not a team to throw all your chips in. 4 weeks ago, if you would ask me, they were one of the top 3 teams in all of baseball to back. Right now, they're not. They're more of a team to lay off of and watch versus fade or favor. There's going to be games where you definitely want to hammer them, and there's going to be games here coming up the next week where we're going to fade them. But right now, that's one of those teams where if you're really just trying to find consistency and a stride in a team, let's lay off the Nationals. Just that's advice for people that don't pay for premium service, that watch the free videos, not only for the free play, but just for advice alone. If the Nationals is a team that you've been riding all season, obviously you're making money. But for the next week, you may want to take just a small step back and say, let me, just be an observer outside looking in. Let's see what they do. Let's see if we break this funk. Because, guys, this series against the Baltimore Orioles, they should have smoked them. Every game, it should have not even been remotely close, and they lost one of the games to the Orioles, guys. And right now, they've only got 2 hitters that are going up there that are even, those are the only 2 people that you can really rely on and trust. And we're talking about a team that is one of the best in all of baseball, and you've only got 2 hitters consistently coming up to the plate where you can feel comfortable with and trust. That's not a team that you want to play a lot with right now. But nevertheless, had him on a big premium play with Scherzer on the mound. I told you the line was inflated. That's why I took it at 1.5. Not just that, but because I don't care how good the team is. I don't care if it would have been the New York Yankees playing against, the Texas Christian Girls School of the Deaf and Blind. I'm not laying minus 300. So minus 1.5 got us minus 140 on the juice. That was a winner, big premium winner there. The Red Sox under 9. That was a big premium. That game was going exactly the way that I wanted it to all game long until right there towards the end. And then in the 9th inning, a home run. They pushed it over that 9, and we took a loss there. The Cubs on the money line, that was the right play, guys. Hendricks has dominated the Reds throughout his career. The Reds don't, they don't have run support for any of their pitchers. They don't play well at home. The Cubs are playing well on the road. And everything that you break down says the Cubs. And they were playing great. Good defense. Hendricks was pitching well. His pitch count got up there very quick. When I started watching this game and he was sitting there 30 pitches in the first inning, I'm like, wait, come on, Kyle. You can't be giving up this many foul balls. Your changeups weren't as dominant as they normally are. So I knew that he wasn't going to go as far as we wanted to see him go. But even the middle relievers were coming in and giving up a ton of foul balls, and they were nervous. And one inning, they had given up a run. There were 2 outs, and ended up having given up 4 more runs in that inning. I'd make that play again tomorrow with the same rotation, with the same pitcher, with the same lineup. Ben Zobrist and Albert Almora Jr. Ben Zobrist should be leading off every game for that team. Guys, and I'll give you a little tidbit of that in just a second about the Cubs, something that you seriously need to watch for. But that was the right play. And most people would say, oh, the Cubs got their ass kicked. No, they had a really bad inning. Other than that, the Cubs played the way they needed to. They were looking at a potential shutout game or very close to it, and that was a loss. And then we had the Brewers on the money line, minus 120. Last time I looked, they were up by about 9 runs. So I think that game's now over. It was a money line play. That's a winner. I won't even go back and check the final score. So 2-2 right there in MLB. Very upset about that because this should have been a sweep day. 2 overall innings for the day went from a sweep to a split. And then we had the Canadian Football League big premium play. Ottawa was playing tonight. Total was set at 49.5. We took the over 49.5. It was 40-17, 57 runs scored. Nice easy winner there. So Canadian Football League, we're off to a pretty decent start. Only had 2 plays, but nevertheless, it's going to grow as the season continues, and we'll keep killing it there. So anyway, let's jump into some promotions. Let's get that out of the way. I'll give you some information to look for, more free information to get you winners, and we'll jump into a big premium play for Friday. So, all right, this is going to be my biggest promotion weekend yet. Let's start out with the rest of my MLB season. Guys, if you jump on my MLB season, non-top tier, keep in mind, you get my top tier play every day. It will just not be labeled my top tier because that is a separate entity, in and of itself. For the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have the ability to jump on the rest of my MLB season for $499. That's this 3 days only. Come Monday, it goes back to normal price, and that price will stay that way until after the All-Star break, and I'm not diverting from that. No questions, no anything. I've already talked to Jimmy. I've even told him, come Monday, it is staying its normal price until after the All-Star break when we shift numbers just a little bit based on how much of the season is left. So there's one thing. Now, we have top tier. You want to sign on for top tier for a month? $999. Guys, that's a $3,000 value. You're getting it for $999. This is going to be a one-time promotion this weekend. You want the rest of my top tier season? Guys, we've still got the rest of June, all of July, all of August, and September. That's the rest of your regular season. So you're talking about a $10,000 value here for my top tier plays from now to the end of the season. And that's saying that you jumped on it for a month at a time. If you paid $100 a day, you're talking above $10,000. Depending on how many top tiers we release, some days there might be multiples, and then even getting into postseason right there in wild card stuff before the actual postseason starts. I'm going to do the rest of my top tier season for $19.99. $1,999 gets you every top tier play I release in the MLB for the rest of the season. And I say MLB. If there is a day where the WNBA or the CFL were to be a top tier, which is not going to happen very often, that will also be included in that. But the rest of my top tier MLB season, $19.99. You want to combine the two, and you want the rest of my top tier season MLB as well as the rest of the regular season for MLB, do it for $24.99. It does not get better than that. $24.99 will get you the rest of every single play that I release, top tier included, for the regular season of MLB, and that will be playoffs included if you combine both of them. Now, I've had a couple of questions for my other sports. CFL and WNBA, which are, not going to be played as often as baseball. Baseball is something that's played every day. CFL, WNBA is not something that I focus on as much. I do have consultants in those areas, very good ones. And so we started going over, okay, what's our packages going to cost? How often are we going to play them? Like, there's a big slate of WNBA for Friday. So I'm expecting multiple plays in the WNBA for Friday. You want to jump on WNBA plays for the rest of the season? $3.99. Every play that I release in the WNBA, $399. Playoffs, finals included. Canadian Football League, do the same thing. All of Canadian Football League from start to finish, or from right now to the finish, $399. I had some people that actually live in Canada that are people that have bought, not big baseball fans, don't care to play it. They bought some top tier weekends from me, even some top tier weeks. Want to stay on board with Ghost Picks, but just don't have the drive or the want to do baseball. That's fine. That's your prerogative. I don't necessarily agree with it, because baseball is obviously where the most money is at. But they said, hey, what if you did a combination of CFL and WNBA for someone that doesn't want to do baseball whatsoever? I'll do it for this weekend for $4.99. $499 gets you every play in both those sports combined together. That is another promotion for you. And then for Friday only, not Saturday, not Sunday, I'll give you every play that I release for $99. That's going to be WNBA, top tier, MLB premiums. And I tell you what, you know what I'm going to do? I'll extend that. Let's change that. You want $99? Do $99 for Friday. You want to do $199? I get you Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every play release. $199. $199 gets you every play that I release Friday through Sunday, all sports, top tier included. But guys, don't forget about the bigger packages. The rest of the MLB season, the rest of the top tier season, top tier months. That is where your best bang for your buck is. Yes, it's more money, significantly, a significant amount more money. But you're getting so much more value, so many more plays, and so much more of an opportunity to cash in, build that bankroll, and be sitting the best that you've ever sat going into the start of college football, NFL, NBA, and college basketball going into 2018 and 19 for those seasons. So anyway, and then for anybody that is already a premium client of mine, whether you're on a top tier week or a top tier month or an MLB season without top tier. Some people have MLB seasons and 1 month of top tier. For any of those guys, $4.99, obviously you can call in right now and get the rest of the MLB season if you're on a top tier package. Whether it be for a week, for a month, anything, and you want to sign up for the rest of the MLB season because you're already a premium client of mine, $4.99 is the price this weekend. You get an extra 10% off. Guys, if you are already an MLB season holder of mine without top tier, or you only have a month of top tier or a week of top tier, but you are a season holder of mine, $9.99, I'm giving you the rest of the top tiers. That's the price. You already have the MLB season. You get the top tier plays. You just don't know what they are every day. $999 gets you, you already have the rest of the MLB season. This will get you every top tier included through the playoffs and everything. So you know who you are. You know how to get a hold of me. Text me. I'll get you worked out, get you linked up with Jimmy and everything. So anyway, guys, jump on the website, ghostpicksats.com. Call Jimmy. Get linked up, saying, listen, I watched Chase's videos, huge promotion. Tell him which one you want. He'll get you linked up. As soon as he sends you an invoice and you get paid, you're linked directly with me. And for me, me and you, here on out, let's climb the mountain together. So anyway, let's jump into a big premium free play for Friday, a game that I love. We have the Dodgers facing off against the Mets. We have Wood on the hill for the Dodgers, and we've got Wheeler on the hill for the Mets. Now, what's to say about both teams? I've already told you, the Dodgers are a team to watch. Are they the best team in the National League? Absolutely not. Are they the best team in the National League West? Yes, they are. Some people are going to disagree with me on that based on their record or their pitching. They're still the best team in the National League West. Do I think they're going to make it to a World Series this year? No, because I think the National League Central is really dominating the National League overall right now, especially when it comes to bullpens, which is right now Your biggest factor in a lot of these wins is what your bullpen, your middle relievers and relievers are doing. And you have teams like the Cubs and the Brewers that are leaving everybody else in the dust when it comes to bullpens. Now, the Cubs didn't show that today because their bullpen just could not. I mean, their bullpen didn't give up a lot. Look what they did in the sixth inning. They gave up all those runs. And you have the seventh, eighth, and ninth. You know, the Reds were getting hits. They were getting on base. And the relievers were not letting people, come across home plate again. That's impressive. Had that one bad inning not happen, you're probably looking at a shutout by the Chicago Cubs. So keep that in mind. And look at what the Brewers are doing. Another shutout. Yeah, they gave up some hits. But the Brewers are dominating. Yeah, you're talking about a tie right now in the National League Central. So there are two teams to watch for. As I've said it before, this is not new information. Watch the Brewers, watch the Cubs, and especially watch their bullpens. Sometimes it doesn't always matter who's starting the game. You have the Brewers if they're playing a good team. Go look at the other side of the ball. You could have two dominant pitchers and immediately think, okay, well, who's the better starting pitcher? Well, that's easy to find out just by looking at numbers and looking at wins and losses and looking at the stamina and how long they pitch. There's your key right there. Look at how long they pitch. You got two pitchers going up that on average pitch about 5 innings, maybe 6. Similar ERAs, similar on-base percentages, everything else. And then you compare bullpens, middle relievers and relievers, and a lot of times right there, you find your winner. You find your edge, and you find what's going to bag you an easy win. Keep that in mind. Another thing that I'm going to tell you about lineups. There's two key pieces of the Cubs lineup that there's a lot of changes in the Cubs lineup. Day in, day out. That's one thing that I love about Joe Madden is the fact that he is not scared to shift this lineup. He is not scared to shift positions when need to be. Javier Baez was covering first base tonight on a beautiful double play by Addison Russell. He's not scared of it. You know why? Because he's one of the few managers in baseball that actually understand the game and aren't just doing this and staring at a card and going off of numbers. He has a feel for the game, he understands the game, and he plays with his own baseball knowledge. He runs numbers into it, but this right here doesn't come before this. Two key players, Albert Almora Jr., Ben Zobrist. I've been saying it for 3 years. And I even said it during the World Series. When we were traveling around for the World Series, I said Ben Zobrist deserves MVP, win or lose. He consistently gets on base. There's one key element of baseball, guys, besides playing good defense. It's getting on base. I don't care how many home runs your team gets. I don't care who the power hitters are. I don't care how many balls they hit out of the park, into the left field bleachers, right field bleachers, how many times they strike out. There is one key factor that 85% of the time will make a difference in a game and decide an outcome. And that's who gets on base and gets on base consistently. And that goes for the overall team. Go look at Ben Zobrist. Go find somebody else in the National League Central that you would trust more to go out there and get on base. Not hit one out of the park. He does it from time to time. He gets doubles from time to time. Hell, he might get a stand-up double for rolling one into left center. He is a phenomenal old-school baseball player, people that I love to watch. Old-school, nitty-gritty, true baseball. But he gets on fucking base, and he does it every damn day. He doesn't play every day, but when he plays, rest assured you're going to see him standing on one of those bases. And it's not going to be because he got hit by a pitcher, got walked 4 times. It's because he knows when to swing. He knows how to swing. He's not looking to belt one out of the park every time. He wants to stand on that rubber. That's what he wants to do. And he is damn good at it. Albert Almora Jr. is the same way. He has a little more velocity when it comes off the bat, but he gets on base. And when he gets on base, he plays defense. I'm not going to say he plays better than Javi Baez. We're talking about two completely different positions. You're talking about two people that will absolutely sacrifice their body to get one out. Every out is the last out for those guys. Running into the wall, sliding over a base, running into a runner. They don't care. That's what makes baseball great. So when you're looking at the Chicago Cubs and looking to potentially take them or fade them, when you see people like Almora and Zobrist they're going to be in the lineup, and they're playing at the same time, watch the bullpens that game. If the bullpen even remotely favors the Cubs, there's you a winner right there. Pay attention to the money line. Don't lay too much juice. It's not smart anyway. There's you some free information. Those two guys make a very, very substantial difference in games when they play and they don't. Go back and look at games where they did play. Look at wins and losses, whether they played or didn't play, but when they played, a win was probably more of a significant win. So, guys, I've been ranting on for 20 minutes here. There's just some free information for you. So, anyway, let's get back to the free pick. Dodgers, Mets, Wood, Wheeler. Dodgers. Wood is he's 2-5 with a 4.22 ERA with a 1.18 WHIP. Wheeler is 2-5 as well with a 4.82 ERA and a 1.39 WHIP. Very similar numbers. Very similar. This makes you think, okay, starting pitching, where do we go? Do we go over under because the numbers are too close to just right off the top just say, hey, we take this pitcher. Let's talk about the overall team here. Who's the better team? Can anybody tell me? If you said the Mets, leave. Because you don't need to be here. You need to be locked up in a padded room. If you said the Dodgers, you didn't need any knowledge for that. It's a given. But let's talk about run support. Because the Mets will have their games. Wood, his record overall is not good. It's because he gets no run support. Wood is a good pitcher. You see it by the numbers. But Wheeler's not a bad pitcher. But go back and look. Throughout the previous games, Wood has had multiple chances to go out with a win, and run support has been what's killed him. So has Wheeler's, and it's because his team sucks. His team sucks ass. Woods does not. Are they the most dominant team out there? Absolutely not. Are they going to win the World Series this year? I'm willing to bet a substantial amount of money. Absolutely not. But in saying that, we're talking about a team trending in two different complete directions. The Dodgers are going up, and the Mets are looking for a way out of this season already. And then the biggest key factor here, when you have two starting pitchers with very similar records, very similar ERAs, you have to look at two things. Bullpen, start with your middle reliever. Dodgers have an advantage on middle relievers and relievers alike by a significant margin. And then you look at run support. The Mets have 0. The Dodgers have pretty decent run support. Wood has not had it this season, but the Dodgers were also in a very big slump. They're finding stride now. Wood on the mound, it's an easy call. Now, we're talking about a low line here. Take them on the money line. I see that, we're talking about a minus 140, 150 money line here. It probably will rise. But based on all the statistics that I've done and the numbers that I'm crunched, I expected this line to be money line right around 185, almost 190. So, yeah, you want to lay a low number with me? I'll take the Dodgers all day long. You really want to make it industry? It's not going to be my free play. My official free play is the Dodgers on the money line with Wood on the hill. Make sure you lock that in. But you want to take the run line and you want to get some plus money with it? That's not a bad bet either. Maybe sprinkle just a hair bit of money on both. But the official free play, the Dodgers money line for the 22nd of June on Friday. Guys, we'll see you back on Saturday. Jump on the promotions. If you have any questions, chase.ghostpicksats@gmail.com. Call Jimmy. Go check out all my brothers at Ghost Picks. Jimmy, Jack, Derek. Awesome free plays every day. They're going to be running promotions this weekend. They're going to be giving killer premiums, free plays, top tiers, multiple sports, guys. This is going to be a huge weekend. GhostPicksATS.com. I love that I'm a part of it. I couldn't be more thankful. I wake up and thank God every day that I'm a part of not only something that I love, something I believe in, but I'm a part of the #1 training handicapping service in all of America. We are tearing up the East Coast. We are the best on the East Coast, and we are taking over this industry. Mark my words when I say that. Guys, I love you. Drop a comment. All this love and support, it does not go unnoticed. I love and thank you more than I ever could. And guys, I appreciate the shit out of it. I love you all. Happy Friday. Let's get geared up for a big weekend. If you need anything, you know how to get in contact me. Email me, drop a comment below. I will get you linked up with something that works for your budget, your bankroll, and to get you winning with a winning team, whether it's with me or one of the phenomenal handicappers here at Ghost Picks or even with the CEO himself. Good luck, guys.